It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! 2 athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the 4th member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Thunder log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
It's a matchup that suits them, Greg. And if they're going to win this one, they're going to have a big mental edge the next 2 times they see each other.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. This season, right now in the beginning stages, but some teams, Chris, already exceeding expectations. How do they keep that momentum? How do they keep things rolling along in that way?
You have to do that in the locker room and in practice. You have to make sure that you stick to the coach's rules and roles, and have to remember your success was built and predicated upon doing it the right way. And so how do you make sure you keep that focus? You pay attention to details, and especially the little things, and stick with the basics.
Good stuff. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Robertson and George fill out the wings. And it's Westbrook in at point guard.
You know, when Marvin Bagley entered the league, there were some questions as to which position would he play. But the versatility he brings is special. He can guard a number of positions, score inside and out, and he is a tremendous rebounder.
He misses the free throw. And one thing you can't question about Bagley, Greg, his intensity level.
As competitive as they come, he's ferocious around the rim. Oftentimes, he looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
And he sinks the second.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Now, here is George. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by George.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Hield kicks to Jackson. Down low, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Now here's Westbrook. A 23-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steal.
And now Sacramento on the break. There's Jackson with the three. That one doesn't go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
Well, that got them a lot of extra possessions, and they made them count. I mean, that game was a runaway.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Cauley-Stein with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Bagley dishes to Hield. And shot on the way. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Away from home, you got to execute. And they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
Now here's Jackson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. A three ball. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting these tough threes.
Grant outside. Passes it to George. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bagley kicks to Hield. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Hield.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Hield. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
Outside Westbrook. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's George. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game.
A real pest on the defensive end. Fox takes great pride in getting right into the airspace of shooters.
Now, here's Fox. Bagley kicks to Jackson. Sacramento moving it around. Clock at 6. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Hield can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Jackson misses.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
Westbrook against Fox. Pass to Robertson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you know, I know this. The city of Sacramento supports and they live and die with their Kings. I mean, the team came within a hair's breadth of moving. Let's remember that. And for the fans, pride and relief that they prevailed.
And he sinks the second. And with the construction of this stunning downtown arena, the Kings' future in Sacramento etched even more permanently.
Yeah, even as the team has struggled for wins, but for the fans watching their team suit up, you know, the hope of having a good team in this state-of-the-art arena is a victory in itself.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. Kings on D. They trail by 1.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Fox, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Inside, here's George. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Fox. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Fox against Westbrook. And Robertson has it in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
Some very slack defending. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Hield can't hit.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
The kick out to Westbrook. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
And he can't get the first one. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Jackson. Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Andre Robertson. He's off on the second.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And Sacramento has possession. They trail by 1. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovic, I love the display of unselfishness.
And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Buddy Hield. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 6 points. Sacramento's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Fox against Schroeder. Cauley Stein kicks to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Fox. This one for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now the pass to George. Overhealed. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
There's the feed to Fox. It's stolen by Schroeder. And it's Fox with the jam.
Can't forget about Fox's vertical. He could really get up to throw it down.
Thunder trailing by 6. Left side, Westbrook. Noel passes to Schroeder. Over Fox. And it's Schroeder missing.
You got to give the D credit there. Affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot.
Bogdanovich wide open. And another 3 for Sacramento.
The three-point shot is wet. Bogdanovich looking calm, cool, and collective whenever he pulls up from there.
Now here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Adams finds Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
First free throw is good. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust, because that new team wants you and needs you back.
Good insight. Fox against Schroeder. Passes it to Patterson. And here's George for 3. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
A pass to Fox. The dish now to Koufos. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Then McLemore, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Diallo, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. They double him with George. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Oklahoma City. Felton the pass to Noel. Back to Felton. Sacramento grabs the miss. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely helped fuel the win that time.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Patterson. Tight defense on him. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Sacramento leading by 7. And it's sent back by George. Here's Felton. Kufis with the block. And he's able to get it back. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, the Kings, they're trying to create some continuity. I mean, the coaching and the front office positions are now signed through 2020. They say there's a unified vision on getting back to the playoffs.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the Kings have built a solid front office, and they're sticking with the plan as Coach Yeager is now in his 3rd season.
Well, stability is crucial. I mean, we remember the debacle before Coach came in. I mean, you want to hire good people and empower them to do some great things.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Amon Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. Puts it up from 12. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Shumpert kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to McLemore. Shot clock at 5. Shumpert goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
See how Shumpert just powered through that? So good at converting, even when he gets knocked around.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
No, I love Shumpert. I mean, defensively, he's reliable, but offensively, you know, these guys now can depend on him, and he has a great sense for when to shoot the ball as well.
Now, here's Felton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Kufis. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. And Shumpert slams it in.
Better stay with Shumpert in transition. He's so quick.
Felton against Shumpert. Now, here's Felton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Good. 11 points for Paul George.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be right back after this. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
We've got Bogdanovich. Bielitsa is out there with McLemore. Then there's Kufis, and it's Shumpert in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Now, here's Kufis. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Now, here's Noel. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Shumpert passes to McLemore. That's tipped. Here's Diallo. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Noel dishes to George. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. George has got 13 points.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now, here's Kufis. He averages about 5 points a game. On the wing, Shumpert. He's covered by Felton. Shot clock at 3. Fires it up. Sacramento again missing. Thunder trailing by 5. There's the pass to Patterson. Down low, Noel. Kufis with the block. Right side, Bogdanovich. That one, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Feeds to Noel. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Goes to Kufis. Some call him 2K. Over 10 years now. Hard to believe of NBA experience.
Wow, he's a quality player out of Greece. I mean, a quality role player. He knows his role. Rebound, defend, finish inside.
Sacramento making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Grant, he's checked in for the Thunder. Now here's Shumpert. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
We know the guys who can fill it up are in high demand. A lot of guys, Chris, in this game with instant offense.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, think about Eric Gordon, 6th man of the year, but can let it fly at any time. Of course, Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry.
Lou Williams, right?
Lou Williams. I got to go to my man, Jamal Crawford. You know, he's getting up there, but Benjamin Button is still Jay crossover, and he's letting it fly. And these are all guys I give it to him and say, I don't care how, just go get me a bucket.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Grant. Misses off the right iron.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
And stolen by Patterson. Felton finds Patterson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Patterson's got his second basket of the game.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Shumpert passes to Kufis. To the paint. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 7. Outside, Felton. Out left to the wing. Robertson kicks to Felton. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And that game against the Cavaliers, That's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now here's McLemore. It's deflected. They push it up 4-on-3. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce.
One shot.
If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
The free throw drops for Grant.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Now, here's Fox. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Houston.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact a game at both ends.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the first one drops. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
Good on both.
What sticks out about Fox is his speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the game at both ends of the floor.
Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. And that one drops for him. Westbrook's got 8 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Schroeder against Fox. Healed outside. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. And Adams sends it back. Fox with the steal. There's Jackson with the three. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Shoots over Fox. Got a piece of it. From 20 feet out. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. Grant outside. Back to Schroeder. Fox with the steal. Got a piece of it. Healed right side. A 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Heald's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
A genuine sniper from distance. Heald's 3-point stroke is as good as it gets.
Westbrook kicks to Robertson. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 13. 6 to shoot. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Fox against Schroeder. Robertson finds Westbrook. Over Hield. Good D by Hield. Kings leading now by 8. He dishes it to Fox. Now here's Bagley. He's covered by Grant. And here's Bagley. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
It doesn't take much to impact his shot. I mean, even at point-blank range.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Oh, man, such an athletic 7-footer. Willie Cauley-Stein. Now, look, he's improving his game. He fits that prototype of a mobile shot blocker who finishes around the rim.
Thunder trailing by 10. Westbrook surveying the D. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Kings leading now by 8. And Chris, for Cauley-Stein, just how good you think he can become?
I think he can become very good. He's got to show more improvement offensively, but that just takes work over the summer.
Now, here's Bagley. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Schroeder kicks to Westbrook. Here's Robertson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Here's Hield. The Thunder making the shot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And that one misses.
Think about Hield. I mean, wow, the college player of the year, his senior season at Oklahoma. Look, he made dramatic improvement over his college career, and he's done the same thing here in the pros.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Noel's checked in, and they pick up 2.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
And Hield, Chris, is shooting well over 40% from three-point range the last couple seasons.
Think about this. He's crept into the top 20 all-time in career percentage. That alone will keep him in the league for a long time. And his overall game, it's only getting better.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Schroeder against Fox. Schroeder outside, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. George is checked in. Now here's Adams. He's coming off a 22-point game against Phoenix.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the 3-point shot for some extra offense.
Bagley, the pass to Hield. Passes to Fox. Knocked away. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. 5th, Russell Westbrook.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Schroeder against Bogdanovich. Shoots over Fox. The rebound by Hield.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Fox, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Adams. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Adams has got his first 2 points. Kings leading now by 10. Pass to Bagley. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Here's Adams. Here's Noel. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Noel's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Hield. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Kings have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, an all-around threat with a promising future. I mean, Bogdanovich has the tools and the drive. He could be a solid player in this league for many years.
17 seconds left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. That one's not going to go. He gets it up. He can't get that one. And that concludes the first half. Kings lead by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They lead by 9 points. Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I got to take my suit off.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Thunder trailing by 9. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. And it's Adams in at the center position. Here's Robertson. To the inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Now Hield puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Grant. That one drops for him. Grant's got the first bucket of the third here for Oklahoma City. Sacramento leading by 7. Outside Jackson. Adams against Cauley Stein. Bagley, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. In the corner, George with it. Over Jackson. George finds Grant. Inside. For 3, Westbrook. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hield can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
No good from Grant.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Bagley with the bucket. Coach Dave Yeager never missed the playoffs as head coach in Memphis. Chris, is it tough to go from that kind of success to a team now in rebuild mode?
You bet it is. I mean, it's a different challenge to build something from the ground up. It takes a lot of patience. You have to appreciate the small moments of progress, even when the wins are few.
George. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Sacramento Kings get called for the foul. The Thunder have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Throw good, Paul George. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Now, here's Fox. 21 points in the game. Hield from outside. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
No good from Grant.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Fox against Westbrook. Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. There's the pass to Cauley Stein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. Thunder with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Robertson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
I mean, you can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
Fox kicks to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
Here's Robertson. He has 6. The baseline J. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Now, here's Fox. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Jackson has the open look. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Westbrook. To the inside. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Adams.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Grant, right side. It's stolen by Bagley. Now here's Hield. Not a lot of room. Jackson misses.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Westbrook kicks to George. Jacks up a 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Oh, wow. Such a smooth shooter from distance. They'll be tighter up on him next time, I bet.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
And the Kings making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Diallo's checked in. Fox against Westbrook. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, he has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane, takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for De'Aaron Fox. On the free throw, no good. Ball's knocked loose. And George kicks to Grant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. One drops. He ties it up. And some changes here for the Kings. Kufis checked in for Bagley. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hield. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Kings have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And he drops it in from the low post. Bielitsa's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
Shumpert against Westbrook. He feeds it to Adams. It's hauled in by the Kings. Bogdanovich with it. The jump hook, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's a 3-point Sacramento lead. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Grant outside. Back to Westbrook, and stolen by Kufis. Tipped away. It's stolen by Adams. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Tries to save it. Passes it to Bielitsa. Outside Jackson. Back to Bielitsa. Shumpert against Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shumpert passes to Kufis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Fox.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
Westbrook against Shumpert. Unloads from 13. Off the left rim and out. Sacramento's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Bielitsa. He's covered by Grant. Jackson kicks to Bogdanovich. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Grant.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held him back as a unit.
Pass to Diallo, trying his luck deep. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bogdanovich with it. George picks him up, and George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Then McLemore, he's checked in for Jackson. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Diallo. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. They get it back. Bielitsa. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George. For Sacramento, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Kicks to Patterson. Schroeder up top. He is covered by Bogdanovich. The 3 from George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. That's now 22 points for Paul George. Sacramento's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Shumpert against Schroeder, and it's Paul George with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Now here's McLemore. He's guarded by Schroeder. Knocked loose. Stolen by George.
And they're just not sharp offensively right now, and it's starting to hurt them.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. They'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against the Jazz, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Throw good, Paul George. both free throws good for Paul George. The Kings trail by 3. Timeout called by the Kings. Paul George really making a difference here.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense on him because what they've been doing so far is not working.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Now here's Shumpert. He's got 9. McLemore, the pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. And no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Here's Noel. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Noel's got 5 points so far. They need this. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bielitsa.
Shumpert, he's like a Swiss Army knife. He does a little of everything, including passing it well.
Schroeder against Shumpert. Out to the right wing. The 3 from George. Kufis grabs the miss. Kufis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. Dishes it to Shumpert. Back to McLemore. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 3. After showing some promise in his first few seasons, it seems Ben McLemore's C-Web is at a crossroads.
Yeah, he's had a hard time making a sustained impact on the floor. I mean, he wasn't drafted to the best situation. He gives good hustle while he's on the floor, but it's hard to notice anything else. It's hard to be a rotation player when there isn't anything you can offer at a high level in the NBA.
Throw good, Paul George. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Shumpert. And both free throws good for Paul George.
A good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the D.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Fox. Buries it down low. Fox has got 23 points.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here's Patterson. Back to Schroeder. Over Kufis. Kufis with the block. Here's Bielitsa. Patterson defending. And the rejection by Noel. Fox with the steal. High post try. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 1. Pass to Patterson. Tries from 16. That shot no good. A D by Bogdanovich. And for Sacramento, they're shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. And they take the lead. Bogdanovich has got 10 points.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovich has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
Schroeder surveying the floor. He kicks to Patterson. Back to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. George with the ball. Bielitsa's there. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And Fox has it in the corner. And there's the pass to Bielitsa. To the wing on the left. And here is Fox. Over George. And it's sent back by George. And it goes down 2 points. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Sacramento. They're up by 3. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And it's sent back by George. Felton dishes to Schroeder. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Schroeder's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Oklahoma City. The Kings leading. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bielitsa to the right side. Schroeder against Fox. Cauley-Stein passes to Fox. Clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. They get it back. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's Felton. The feed now to Noel. And Robertson has it in the corner. Passes it to Schroeder. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And now the Kings fast break. And there's the call on Felton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Bielitsa kicks to Fox. Yep, that one goes. Fox has got 25 points in the game.
Evolving right before our eyes. When Fox puts it all together, so fun to watch.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Felton against Hield. Adams finds Felton. Noel with it. It's tipped, and so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Kings leading now by 5. High post, Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Schroeder passes to Noel. Back to Schroeder. Felton feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6 to the left side wing. Robertson can't hit. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Hield. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing. His words in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Yeah, it's obvious that Hill is a talented player. Whether he takes that next leap to stardom, that's up to him.
And the Kings making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Schroeder. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Adams. Can they get it? And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Sacramento leading by 9. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Noel. Westbrook against Fox. The dish to Jackson. A beautiful reverse layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Now, here's Grant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Sacramento.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Grant.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And he recovers it. Here's Bagley. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And at this stage, this is where Bagley feels most comfortable. I mean, knows he has the size and touch to score inside.
Now here's Adams. Kicks it to Robertson. 5 on the clock. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Thunder trailing by 10. And stolen by Cauley Stein.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
To the middle, here's Fox. Almost, but it rolls out. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Inside, and Adams with the slam.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's Fox. Healed outside. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
so here's Sacramento. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Westbrook with the steal.
His 4th turnover of the game. That's not a number to be proud of.
Here's Schroeder. Drops in the tray. And now it's only a 5-point Sacramento lead.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And he comes through at the perfect moment. I know who they'll look to if they need another big 3 again soon.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Justin Jackson, he grew up in Tomball, Texas. You think about that. That's the same town as Jimmy Butler. They must grow toughness. Look, he went on to star at North Carolina in 2017 NCAA title. And then he went on to be the 15th pick in that year's draft.
Now here's Westbrook. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Robertson. Guarded by Jackson. 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cauley Stein's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Jackson, the ACC Player of the Year. And Chris, he was first-team All-American.
Oh, yeah. He just needs a little more time in this league, a little more experience. He's improved a lot, Kevin, especially from beyond the arc. Now, look, he set the Tar Heels single-season record in 3 points made.
And here's Westbrook following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. And it's Grant in the corner. He tries for 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Kings going the other way now. Down low. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Outside Westbrook. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Hield. Pass to Fox. Cauley Stein kicks to Hield. Back to Cauley Stein. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Hield. Shoots over Schroeder, and Hield gets it to go on the assist from Cauley Stein.
My buddy, he can't give Hield these mid-range chains. I mean, often he's going to bury them and make you look foolish.
Westbrook, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Hield. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Paul George is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And so Westbrook makes them both. Here's Fox. The 10-footer. A second chance effort. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Thunder trailing by 12. Here's George, and that one is good. George has got 28 points for the game.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Up top, Fox. He's covered by Westbrook. Fox kicks to Jackson. Sacramento gets it back in a new 24. Just 5 on the clock. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're acting a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Now, here's Grant. Marvin Bagley missing his last shot, and George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
They get a hand on it. Now Hield. Makes it off the glass. Hield's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Kings leading now by 12. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Westbrook against Fox. Westbrook, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And the first one drops. And you talk about that quick twitch athletes have. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the lane. Chris, definitely an attack guard.
Oh, yeah, and it's not just his quickness, Kevin. I mean, it's his mentality, his aggressiveness. He's very competitive. He wants to impose his will on the game, and I love that.
Here's Robertson, and the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Hield outside. To the inside. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Fox against Westbrook. And it's Grant in the corner. Launches it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Fox dishes to Hield. Jackson looking it over. Cauley Stein kicks to Fox. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Hield.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
Sacramento with the ball. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. George against Jackson. Back to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hield. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Hill is an excellent shooter. He's fantastic at going into contact. He likes getting to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hield. He hits both from the stripe. Thunder trailing by 16. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Robertson, covered by Hield. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Kings.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for De'Aaron Fox.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Sacramento leading by 13. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Hield outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Shumpert. Sacramento again missing. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for Oklahoma City. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. George, no good. McLemore with the ball. To the middle. Hield can't hit. Outside, Felton. Fires from deep. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Now, here's Fox. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.